SFA, this is Gio LaserBolt from GameRefusion.com. What is going on, guys? Today I want to show you guys the weapons, some of the weapons we're going to be getting for Rise of Iron. So we, as you guys know, Destiny the games usually kind of teases us and gives us a little bit sense of information on what the weapons we're going to be getting. And here are a couple of the ones we should be getting pretty soon. So we're going to start with the one that I see that is pretty much, I've never seen something similar, which is the LMG, the LMG on the bottom right hand corner with the gray and yellow. And I also want you guys to notice something. If you guys are going to notice, there is an N on that weapon. Could it be that we're getting a new faction, a new set of faction for our weapons? Should be interesting to note. As you guys know, we already have different types of vendors for weapons, so could this be a new vendor class? I could be completely off base on that one, but it would be interesting because that end, you guys recall, it's on some of the emblems, so definitely going to want to go ahead and keep that on an eye check. But I do like the ergonomics of the weapon. I do like the way it looks. Looks very different than anything I've ever seen on any other different type of gun. I guess the most I could probably compare it to is a Jade Rabbit. Kind of has that aesthetic look, but other than that, I have nothing else to compare that to. I like the color balance of yellow and gray so far, digging that weapon. On the top of that, we have the fusion rifle, which we did see a couple of gameplay on that. I'll go ahead and put some gameplay of not only this weapon, but the weapons we were able to see within the trailer that are on this image, and that is the fusion rifle. Next up top, we have a future Wolcolt, and this looks like a scout rifle. This one looks actually really interesting. I did notice one thing. If you guys keep a close eye on this one, you guys are going to notice that the colors of the weapons are a little bit more vibrant than what we usually become accustomed to, and definitely something interesting to take note. And future to see if the new monarchy has a more brighter look, and if the Dead Orbit has another one. Then on the bottom left hand side, we have the Gjallarhorn, the Iron Galley, which is the one you're able to get from that pre-order, which is black on chrome. Definitely only way you're able to get this one is if you pre-order Rise of Iron ASAP, or as soon as possible before it launches. You will get a chance to get that rocket launcher, which is the best rocket launcher in the game. From what we know now, we still have to test it to see if it still holds up to the power. Next up on the top, we have a shoddy that looks very nice. And if you guys can see what I'm referring to, the colors are very different compared to the way we currently have them. Right now, they're a little bit dull. These are more vibrant colors, and this is from a Vanguard shoddy. So it's going to be interesting to see what this weapon is actually, able to do, and how powerful this weapon is. Next up on the top is the one everybody, the internet's been buzzing about, which is the return of the Khvostov. So we have a Khvostov over there. If you guys recall, the Khvostov was the first weapon you were able to pick up from the game. It's a white weapon, and that's the one you start off the game with. Actually, a really good weapon in PvP and PvE, but since it's a white weapon, no one hardly ever uses it. But it looks like it's making a return. Who knows if you're going to have to either get the Khvostov, the prior one, or if you're just going to be able to go ahead and have a quest to actually unlock this weapon. So very excited for that. We don't know yet if it's going to be an exotic weapon, or if it's going to be a legendary, or if it's going to drop through a quest, or if it's going to be tied to a specific mission that you actually have to wait for a drop and kind of farm that over and over. So very interesting and very excited about that weapon. Next up, we have a weapon on the top. This I believe to be a scout rifle, which is very interesting and very perpendicular of the faction that makes this weapon. On the bottom, we have another one which is very similar. One is a gray toned and one is a red chroma. And you're probably wondering, why do these weapons look the same? Well, if you guys know, in Destiny now we have two different things. We have the raid weapon, which drops at a normal level, and then we have the weapon that drops at a hard level. Now I could be completely off base, but rarely, I'm hardly ever off base, so I'm gonna go with 90% of the I'm gonna go with a 90% accuracy here, that the first one on the top is the weapon you're gonna get from doing the raid normal, and then the bottom one with the red chroma is the weapon you're gonna be able to get from doing the raid on hard. Both look like the same weapon, and we actually saw some gameplay on this as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and post either gameplay of that weapon, gameplay of the fusion rifle, and gameplay of the Gjallarhorn after this video. Also remember, guys, this weekend kicks off E3. We are going to be having the LaserBolt experience. So if you've never gone to E3 and you're kind of wondering what E3 is all about, or if you've never, if you've seen other E3 videos but you kind of want to know what really happens, then you guys are going to definitely want to stay tuned for the E3 LaserBolt E3 experience. I'll have a little commercial video at the end of this video so you guys can watch it, and let me go ahead and play that gameplay for you guys. And don't forget, guys, for all things Destiny, head over to GamerFusion.com, where we empower gaming. This is GF LaserBolt from GamerFusion.com. What is going on, guys? Today I want to invite you guys to the LaserBolt E3 experience, something you've never seen before. If you've always wondered what E3 is like, then now is your time to hit that sub button, hit that like, so you guys can stay up to date to all things E3. Now, if you guys have any questions regarding E3, or I'm at the event and want me to go and search stuff up, follow me on Twitter and hashtag me at hashtag E3LaserBolt so you guys can stay up to date to everything, and don't miss out, and see you there.